Welcome to another episode of Fougere Family Adventures. Today, I am chasing rainbows here on Dragon Lake, located just outside of the town of Quesnel. I am using spoons for rainbows once again, but instead of casting, I am trolling spoons. I have decided to use a copper Gibbs Kitimat spoon, and I am trolling at 3.5 miles per hour. I've hooked a couple fish already, so if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to our channel. Now, because I am targeting the horsefly strain of rainbow trout, I know that in other lakes like Quesnel Lake, these fish like speeds of up to 3.5, 4.5 miles per hour. So I'm going to start at 3.5, and I'm going to target the deeper depths of the lake. Instead of fishing for the other rainbows closer in, I am going to be out closer to the middle or over 15 to 20 feet of water. This is where these rainbow trout thrive, so I want to target that zone and see if I can catch more horseflies rather than the other trout that are in this lake. So here's what I'm doing. I have my Gibbs Kitimat spoon. Hope you can see it there. This is a Gibbs size 45 Kitimat, and I'm going to cast it out. Cast it as far as I can go, way out. Close the bail. I'm going to let my spoon tension up, and then I'm just going to start letting line out. I'm just going to let as much as I can, and I'm going to speed up just so I can get my line way behind the boat. Now I'm looking for about 150 feet or more behind the boat, because I want these fish to be comfortable behind the boat smacking my spoon. Now, it takes a little bit for this spoon to set up. Once it is, I'm going to lock it in place, make sure I got a little bit of drag. I'm going to use my Scotty rocket launcher rod holder. We're going to put it in the rod holder, and we're just going to troll around. Now I've been sitting down. Usually I stand up. And I'm going to be watching my fish finder. Right now I'm doing 2.1, and I've already hooked a fish. So 3 miles an hour is good, but so is 2.1. I always put my boat in neutral because I want to make sure that I'm not hurting these fish. We just got a little shaker. So what I like to do with these, because of barbless hooks, I'm just going to try and bounce him off, and if he doesn't come off, I'll quickly net him and let him go. He's not coming off, so I'll quickly net him and we'll start over. We're going to start over, okay? Cast it out. Lock your bail in place. At a higher speed, I'm going to be letting lots of line out right now. Let as much line out as you can. We're going to let out, again, about 150 feet of line. I'm going 3.1. I want to be going faster for these bigger fish. I'm at 2.75, so I want to get up to 3.5 miles per hour. The rod's going to bend quite a bit. We're at 3.3. 3.5. So if you can hover around 3.5, 4 miles an hour, your rod's going to be bent nice and steady. We're going to pull this through the water, and we're going to see if we can get one of these horsefly rainbows to bite. Going over a couple fish now. In doing this, I've actually been getting a better hook set on these fish. Now, the faster speed gets these fish to commit to biting down on this lure, and the hook is actually right on the outside of the mouth. There we go. Put your boat in neutral. We'll see what kind of fish he is. Now he's way back there. Tighten up my drag a touch. I don't always troll my spoons, but the lake is going through a turnover of some sort right now. And maybe the faster troll is calling these fish in through the darker water, the cloudier water, and they're feeding more aggressively on a faster trolled spoon. So if that's an indication, maybe I need to retrieve my spoons quicker when I'm casting, or I just found the fish. It's hard to say. Okay, I haven't seen them yet. That's a nice one. He just spit up a goldfish. I just put that out there. It was pretty impressive. You can cast spoons or you control them. You don't have any heavy dodgers pulling you around. Oh. I might have lost them. Yeah. So again, we're at 2.5. We're going to speed up to 3.5. Seems to be where these fish like it. 3.5 to 4. A faster trolled spoon also doesn't give these fish enough time to take a look at your spoon. When we're retrieving as we're casting, we're retrieving slowly. And we have a lot of follows. We have a lot of fish that decide to veer off and take off. When you're trolling and you're going faster, these fish don't have a chance to think about it. They either have to come in and commit and bite, or they have to take off at the last second. So this has been productive today when casting has not been productive at all. There's one. Lost him. Scotty rocket launcher holders are great for this. If you're fishing 2 rods, it might be a little bit more difficult because you can't get them out to the side as easily. There we go. Oh. But I'm fishing 1 rod. I'm getting enough hits. And as soon as I get a bite, I put my motor in neutral, I take care of that fish and let him go, and I go catch another one. When the weather gets colder, I really love wearing my Simms rain jacket. It has pockets in the side, so I can keep my hands warm. It has nice little fleece lined pockets. It's got 2 big pockets on the front. I bought this for salmon fishing, so you can put gear in one side, gear in the other. These pockets here, I actually put a pair of gloves in, and I use that when it's really cold for casting. The jacket itself is fairly short, but I am wearing waders with it. It's made for wading. And it's got a great hood. The hood itself actually comes up and over. And as you can see, it has a beak on the hood, and it can actually come up and over your hat. So if you want to stay warm out here, buy one of these jackets or something similar. And the best part is, I actually have it over top of my life jacket. I'm always wearing my life jacket, so I've bought a rain jacket that was just a bit bigger, and now I can stay safe and warm on the water. Okay, we're getting to that spot where these fish have been feeding. I am hitting fish just about everywhere, but I'm hitting more fish in this one spot for whatever reason. So anytime you find fish, come back to them and hit those fish again. Here we go. Oh. There we go. Took a while between bites on that one. Sometimes it's hard to tell how big of a fish you have on when you have so much line out. Oh, wow. Wow. Wasn't fighting well, but that is a gorgeous fish. Wow. I don't even know if I can lift this thing. Look at this thing. Wow. That is just wow. Now he's missing a fin. There he is. Beautiful horsefly. Gone. He hit that at 3.5 miles an hour. Kitimat 45 spoon. Always clean my net off. Got lots of bears in our yard in the city of Quesnel this year. It's horrible, but it is part of life.